and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Billy Vera and the Beaters, comedian Jerry Seinfeld, and from the Witches of Eastwick, Veronica Cartwright. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Look, that's very nice of you, but you must understand, I never sleep with an audience. It's just a matter of dignity. Friday night, I'm Johnny Carson. I'm here to have a good time. What brings you here? Just... Me? Okay. I don't believe it. Red trousers, red shoes, and red socks.
You got it. Well, you know, the red shoes, the Pope's coming to town. I'm getting ready.
Red skivvies, too?
Yeah.
Anyway, you sound good tonight. You make up for last night. I had a rough audience last night. Right after the monologue, I got a call from Michael Jackson. He offered to buy my remains. I have a message just for the people at home. If you're thinking of going on vacation, before you go, lock the doors. Otherwise, when you come home, you might find that your dogs have been sent to the pound, your record collection has been bulldozed, and there's a prayer tower in your attic. Let me see if I can... You've been following the news the past week about what's been going on. It is so bizarre. Let me see if I can recap what's been happening. Jerry Falwell said that Jim Baker slept with Jessica Hahn. Jessica Hahn said, I never slept with Jim Baker. He slept with me. Donna Rice said she may have slept with Gary Hart, but it's none of your business. Her girlfriend, Lynn Armat, says she slept with him twice. Gary said he didn't sleep with Donna or Lynn, but he did sleep with Lee. And the Surgeon General said they all better find another hobby. And Reagan's still denying that he slept with the Economic Conference. So it's making a difference. Now, as you know, this week, Tammy Baker said that Jerry Falwell had sent her dogs to the pound. Jerry Falwell came out today and he said that's ridiculous. It didn't even dignify an answer. But apparently, somebody from the PTLs sent the Bakers' dogs to the pound where they were adopted. They found Tammy's pet schnauzer today. It was the only dog in the pound with blush on and eyeliner. And today in South Carolina, where they buried Tammy's records with a bulldozer, a weeping willow sprouted. Crazy. Well, I guess we can say now officially that the presidential campaign is really underway, because last night on 2020, Barbara Walters, as you know, interviewed one of Gary Hart's campaign workers. Did you see the interview last night on 2020? Donna Rice was interviewed by Barbara Walters. Now, I won't say she evaded the big questions, Miss Rice, but when Barbara asked, did you sleep with Gary Hart? Donna said, Barbara, I think I'd be an oak tree. Let me explain that a second. This may take more than a second. See, Barbara is known for asking questions like, sometime, if you could be a tree, what kind of tree would you be? But she did ask another provocative question. She said, if you were a yacht, who would you like to scrape the barnacles off your hull? That's a good question. Well, let's go to another subject real quick. Sunday is Father's Day, right?
Right.
Okay. That opportunity comes once a year for the kids to measure you up against Bill Cosby. My kids gave me a great Father's Day gift. They sold the manuscript to me about the book they're going to write about me. Okay, let's try something else. You like this, don't you? Are you aware that there was a California missionary by the name of, and I hope I get the name right, is it Junipero Serra? Junipero? Yeah, maybe getting his sainthood when the Pope visits America. Now, the problem is apparently, as I understand it, to be confirmed a saint, there have to be 2 miracles, and he's only got 1 so far, but they think they found a second miracle. In 1784, just before he passed away, Father Serra ordered a pizza on Friday night, and when it arrived, it was still warm. And they think... I think that may do it. I'm just jumping around here. The president yesterday gave an award to Ella Fitzgerald. Did you see that in the paper? Reagan is not too hip on music, though. He said to Ella, by the way, say hello to the rest of the Pips. Now, here's the weird item of the day. Now, I'm not making this up. It's in the paper. It was on television. There's been a warning about hitchhiking cockroaches.
Yeah.
How many of you have read that in the paper?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's an Asian cockroach that's been crossing the border in tourist cars. So, if you are on the freeway and you come to an on-ramp and you see a cockroach with a backpack with a sign that says Barstow, don't pick them up. And they're very... And they're very crafty, too. It's always a pretty girl cockroach that's hitchhiking. And when you stop, her boyfriend runs out behind the bush and gets this stuff. Okay, enough of that. Tonight we have Billy Vera and the Beaters are here tonight. Yes, sir. Right here. Funny young man. Been with us many times. Jerry Seinfeld. Come out here. And a fine actress who was in a picture called The Witches of Westwick. Veronica. What? Eastwick, is it? East-West is a wick. Well, she's a witch. She's witched me. Veronica Cartwright is here. So stay where you are. We'll be right back. Boy, that's good. You're just young. Good Friday night crowd. Billy Vera and the Beaters are here tonight. Jerry Seinfeld, Veronica Cartwright from the Witches. Did I say Westwick?
Westwick.
What was I thinking? When you do that, what was it? What? I was thinking of Westwood.
Westwood.
And there are a few witches in Westwood, too. We handed out some cards to see what kind of mindset you were in tonight. You don't have to identify yourself if you don't want to. Mac. The last name now, help me. R-A-I-S-H?
Rash.
Rash. Mark Rash.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Mark?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. That's good city. Who would you like most to interview that has denied you that opportunity? Oliver North, I think. But, but I'm not alone there. Isn't he due up next month?
Yes.
That should be fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, I think Ollie is gone. I think he got an inflatable Ollie and put it in his station wagon. Vicky L. Witt. Where are you, Vicky?
Right here.
Hi, Vic. Oh. No wonder you didn't want it. Do you wear white or colored underwear? Now, there's a... That's a Friday night audience I've ever heard. What prompts you that? White. White. But I do have Leroy Neiman come in and paint scenes on it occasionally. He does those great. You know Leroy, the artist?
Right,
He has
sure.
Ollie Frazier fight on these particular shorts. What color underwear? Now, we've known each other
White.
many years. You wear
White.
white. Now, why didn't I know that? I thought I knew everything about you.
You don't go that far.
Well, there's no reason I should know
No.
what
We
color
have
of
separate
underwear.
dressing room.
Yes. Mary Russell.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah. What is this going on tonight? It sounds like Barbara Walters. If you were a hamburger, what condiments would you want on you? I think probably the ones I'm wearing right now. Like my onion rings? I don't know how to answer that. Is that a psychology profile or something? Yeah. Ann Martin. Where are you from, Ann? It's all right. We're not going to put a camera on you.
North Hollywood.
North Hollywood. Oh. If you had plastic surgery, what part of your body would you change and why? Now, you could do an easy joke that would be in bad taste. And I'm not going to do that. I think I'd like my belly button paneled. You know, like that. Turn it into a home entertainment center or something. Mark Garcia? Where are you, Mark? Hey! What do you and Tammy Baker have in common? Not a great deal. Not a great deal. No, the same guy that does her makeup did my garage last week. Troy and Tracy Jennings. This is long. Johnny, we tried to get tickets yesterday. We got shafted. We went to bed early last night, got up at 4 a.m. Yes, you heard it right, 4 a.m. We stood in line all day, that's right. Big lump. All day. On top of everything else, we came all the way from Powell, Wyoming. Did you get good seats? I mean, are you here now? See, they didn't realize. We have an express line for people from Powell, Wyoming.
That's right.
Didn't you see the sign, Powell, Wyoming? They just come right in. Oh, I'm sorry you got up. Couldn't you get tickets yesterday? What? I don't understand that.
No. They gave them all away.
Gee, I'm sorry. You got up at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, this morning.
Gee. I only wish this had been worth it. Ted Summer, Chicago. Or Somer. Summer. Why are you not featured in some movies? You would have been great in Beverly Hills Cop. Nobody could have been better than Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. I was an Ishtar. Most people don't know that. A lot of people.
What part did you play?
I played the second hump on the camel. How many people, that's interesting, how many people have seen Ishtar? Well, I guess that's their main problem there. Mary Palmer? Excuse me. Pellman. Palman or Pellman? Pellman. Can you rub your belly and pat your head at the same time? No, but I can rub your belly and pat my head at the same time. No. Easy. No. Shame on the host. Shame on the host, a cheapie. End of the week, you start to go for the... What one historical person would you most like to meet and talk with? Now, that's a good question. Mm-hmm. Oh, if you could meet with anybody from the historical past, who would you meet with?
Maybe Churchill.
Churchill?
Yeah. Fascinating man.
Yeah, shows the way we think differently.
Yeah, who would you want to meet?
Attila the Hun. See? I don't know why. Or Shirley MacLaine. Steve Swinehart from Steubenville, Ohio. As a young man about to be married in 2 weeks, what advice can you give me? Steve, I understand there's a pit bull fight in Glendale. You could rub some A1 sauce on yourself and jump into the no. Just keep your sense of humor, Steve. The thing that'll keep a marriage alive is a sense of humor,
yes,
right?
Right.
No, you people have been married a long time. You got to be able to laugh together.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Laughter is important in a marriage. And I've laughed a lot. Jeannie, or I don't know, Leme. How do you pronounce that name? Crane from Springfield, Missouri. How do you pronounce the first name? Lenny?
Leanne.
Leanne. I'm sorry, Leanne. Do you have any plans to run for political office? No.
No.
No. too hectic. You got to go out and campaign, pit stops, boat trips to Bimini. It's just not worth it. But you were thinking about it once.
One time. Yeah.
One time they were thinking of run editor for something. Speaking of that, has Ed McMahon ever fallen asleep on your show? He's fallen asleep on my shoe, not on my snow, but not on my... No, I don't think so. One night long ago, particularly when we were doing the hour and a half show.
45 minutes,
At
yeah.
the end of the show,
Yeah.
at the end of the couch, you were sitting there and you were just nodding off a bit. But I was doing the same thing at the time, and the guest was very embarrassed. We both fell asleep. And anyway, we're coming back, and we have Billy Vera and the Beaters. Jerry Seinfeld, Veronica Cartwright. Woohoo! Okay, now, music time. My first guest is a veteran rock and roller, both as a singer and songwriter, and he and the band is going to be touring around the country this summer. Matter of fact, they open at Harrah's up in Lake Tahoe the 3rd and 4th of July, and their album by request is officially gone gold. Now, what's gone gold? Does that mean how many?
Million copies?
No,
500,000, I think.
500,000 copies. Not bad. Would you welcome Billy Vera and the Beaters? Billy.
I'm not that strong, I'm not that brave. Sometimes I think that I won't make another day. Since you've been gone, all I ever seem to do is cry. Oh yes, I cry. I'm not ashamed. Sometimes it only takes the mention of your name to set me off to wondering if my eyes will ever dry. Here comes the dawn again. No sleep last night again. I cried from midnight straight through till daylight. Here comes the dawn again. Sometimes we need a little time to find ourselves, make up our mind. I'll give you all the space you need, 'cause I believe with all my heart in you and me. Whoa, but that can't fill this empty place here in our bed, this burning fear inside my head. No matter how I tell myself that you'll be back, here comes the dawn again. No sleep last night again. I cried from midnight straight through till daylight, baby. Here comes the dawn again. Here comes the dawn. I can see it shining through my window, shining on the pillow where you used to lay your pretty head. And if I close my eyes, if I close my eyes, I swear I can almost smell your sweet perfume. But you're gone, gone. And here comes the dawn
That's nice. Let me do this. We'll get this out of the way. We'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Pete Chrisley on the saxophone. Oh, that's good stuff.
Jumping at the woodside.
Jumping at the woodside, yeah. Pete Chrisley on saxophone. That's wonderful. Good to see. I didn't know this is your new suit. I came by and you were in wardrobe today, and I thought you were getting something pinned up, and you said you bought a new suit for the just for the show.
Well, I knew I was going to be on, you know, so I figured I better get a new suit because they saw the other one.
Yeah.
I figured I'd get one like Phil Collins.
Yeah. You're from Cincinnati, aren't you?
Well, I lived there, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Who was it that said on this show one night that they clapped for every place except Wyoming? They said Wyoming was the only place.
We have people tonight from Powell, Wyoming, right?
And a fine place it is.
You ever play Powell, Wyoming? Get out of here.
No, one of my favorite spots.
But in those days, you were active in radio stations back there when they had what they call the clear channel radio stations, right?
Cincinnati had one that had 500,000 watts.
Now, I think in the United States now, they're limited to something like 50,000 watt station.
Yeah. My mother was, and my father were
both in show
there.
business.
Yeah, my father was an announcer on NBC for about 35 years, Bill McCord, friend of yours,
Well,
your buddy.
yeah.
And my mother was one of the Ray Charles singers.
All right.
Later, but in Cincinnati, they were on this station, and they had Andy Williams came off of that station, Doris Day.
Wasn't Dinah Shore one time?
I think so, yeah.
Or was she out of Nashville?
She used to, Knoxville, Nashville later.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati was because of this station, the biggest place in America for making stars in music, yeah.
The old radio days, I guess, pretty much music and news now, not the radio shows.
No, and they had big bands on the stations. My father used to say, "And now, high overlooking the Ohio River."
Yeah. Announcers always sitting because they could hear your voice.
Yeah.
So how did you decide on Barrow when you changed your name?
Well, the first manager I had, I was about 16 years old, and he said, "You can't be Billy McCord because they know your father from the quiz shows and the soaps, and so you got to come up with another name." So there was a girl in the neighborhood whose last name was Vera, and so I stole her name.
And that was it.
And that was it. We only had 4 letters that fit on the marquee. I figured in the bigger letters.
Does that girl know who she is?
I don't even know who she is anymore. I was 16 years old.
Well, Vera, if you're watching, you can make a claim.
That's right.
We'll take a break. We're coming right back.
We
Jerry
know about
Seinfeld is here, and Veronica Cartwright. Okay, now, Jerry Seinfeld is here tonight. He's a very funny, bright young comedian, and Jerry's going to be at a place called Nino's in Salt Lake City, Monday and Tuesday, the 22nd and 23rd of June. Then he'll be at Niagara Falls in New York at a place, I love this name for a comedy club, Yuck Yucks. June 25th, 26th, and 27th. Would you welcome Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Well, here you are, huh? All adults. This is the one accomplishment we all have in common. We've all made that long trek to adulthood. Everyone got their wallet? That's the big step, isn't it? Remember your first wallet? Brown plastic one, little cowboy on it? That was mine. Little white spiral plastic around the edge. The only wallet where you take the time to fill out the ID card. I'm 7. I need proof. Keep trying to use it, going on. Any IDs required on this merry-go-round? I don't know about these other kids. That's me right there. I'll be getting on the zebra. Gave you so much confidence, and you need that when you're a little kid because you have no confidence. You can't control anything. You can't control food. That's what I remember very much about being a little kid. Do you remember food? You can't get whatever you want. Whatever they give you, that's it. You're in the supermarket. The supermarket was the worst place when you're a kid. You have to beg for food in public from your own family. I always remember running up and down the aisle. Mom, please can I have these? I have the chocolate on the inside. All right, I'll put them back. Okay, I'm putting it back. I'm putting it back right now. Okay, it's back. How about these? The strawberry, it's a new flavor. All right, forget it. Okay. I'll just put it back right here. How about these? I won't even bother. I won't even... So, yeah, I'll just touch these as I go by, if that's okay. Yeah, that's how I ran when I was a little kid. I was very small when I was a kid. I was always trying to get after people. Hey, wait up! Come on! Wait up! Wait up is a big kid thing, isn't it? Wait up. Remember, wait up. The kids don't wait. Don't wait. Come on, wait up! Everything with kids is up. Wait up, hold up, shut up. Mom, I'll clean up. Just let me stay up. With parents, everything is down. Would you calm down, slow down, come down here, sit down, and put that down. So now, I'm all grown up. I love the supermarket. I go in there, I get whatever I want. If something's in that cart, it's in there because I want it in there. And if I don't want something, I put it back wherever I am in the supermarket, too. I don't work for the supermarket. I don't care if the store manager's looking right at me. Yeah, those are my peaches on top of the Pennzoil. What about it? You heard of impulse buy? This is impulse not buying. I don't know what I'm getting in the supermarket. I read the ingredients. What have you seen? May contain one or more of the following? There's some helpful information. What if it's important to you? What if you have diabetes? Does it have sugar? Maybe. We're not saying. Food, you can't think about food. It doesn't make any sense. McDonald's. What is with McDonald's? Anybody got a late tally on the McDonald's sign? 50 billion, 60 billion? Who cares? Put up McDonald's. We're doing very well. Make the sign. We're doing well. Okay? I don't need to know about every burger. Why do they count? Past 60 billion? Is there any point in continuing to count? What is their ultimate goal? Do they want cows surrendering voluntarily, perhaps? Cows just come up to the door. We'd like to turn ourselves in. We see the sign. We know we have no chance. Slap the cuffs on. We want to be McDLT. But that's what's great about food. You see, you get that break. One part of your day, 3 parts, whatever, you get that little break. I like that break. Shower is my other favorite break in the normal day. 10 minutes, people can't find you, they can't bother. They don't know where you are. When you're in the shower, it's a great moment. You're in your house, people don't know where you are. They can't find you. If the phone rings, other people have to pick it up. No, we can't reach him. He's in the shower. No, he's 5 feet away. We can't communicate. We can't get a message. No one can do anything at this time. All we know is he's in there somewhere. Then you get out of the shower. I can't talk now. I just got out. I was naked singing, rubbing myself all over. I have to readjust to reality here. Now they have the shower radio. This is a good idea, huh? You got soap in your eye. Do you need traffic reports at that time? Music is a great thing to have in the shower. No better place to dance than a slick surface next to a glass door. Thank you.
Everybody can relate to all that stuff.
Gotta relate.
Yeah. You actually go into supermarkets?
I really do. I mean, it really is some amazing things in supermarkets. I eat a lot of cold cereal. That's one of my favorite breakfasts. I really do. But the kids' cereals
Gotta
now...
have fiber now. Gotta have fiber. That's the big thing.
But the sugar ones, they have this one Cookie Crisp. Have you seen this one? There is so much sugar in this that the manufacturer said, well, let's just make it into cookies. Why not? So this is your breakfast, a bowl of chocolate chip cookies? Why don't they just call this product the hell with everything? Ice cream for lunch, cake for dinner, bacon and cigarettes in between. The Cookie Crisp Total Health Plan. That would be it.
You're right about the ingredients, so you go crazy. May contain one or more of the
May
following.
contain...
Hydrogenated coconut oil.
Or
It is in everything. You buy a pair of shoes. Hydrogenated coconut oil is in shoes. I don't know what it is.
And always preservatives, contents are always settling. They don't explain any of these things. They certainly don't explain in medications why there's always an extra drop of Retsin. Like we can remember how much Retsin we used to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is medical science working for us. Some guy in a white coat in a lab going, it needs more Retsin, I think. I would give them one extra drop. And the pain-relieving ingredients is also more. There's more. Whatever you thought we had, there's tremendous amounts more. Pain-relieving ingredients. Extra strength. Every product is extra strength or maximum extra. I mean, where are they? Or is it going to be like a lethal dose of pain-relieving ingredients? This is the maximum. Yes.
A terminal dose. And new and improved.
Right. Always improved.
Terminal dose.
100% relief.
You know, that's a miserable headache when you're getting terminal relief.
You
You don't have to go shopping now anyway. The whole thing is watching television. People watch the home shopping. There are about, I guess, 7 or 8 major television shows now where you can just pick up the phone and buy the product.
The operators are always standing by.
Yeah.
And there's a great job, huh? Just stand by, you know, just stand there. They got a phone and an operator. This is your job.
They say
Any calls? Nope, I'm just standing there.
They say some people get hooked on it. They actually get addicted, and they buy stuff that they don't really want because they make it sound so attractive. A lot of cubic zirconias are moving around the country. Everything, 100% cubic zirconia, whatever that is.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got to do this, Freddie? All right. We'll take a message. We'll be right back. Okay, my next guest. Here's a lovely actress who currently is co-starring with Jack Nicholson, Cher, Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer in a delightful comedy. And I said the Witches of Westwick before. It's the Witches of Eastwick. Would you welcome Veronica Cartwright? Thank you for coming back. You were booked before, and we ran long one night, and you were nice enough to come back.
Oh, well, thanks. It's
Why
great
did I
to be
say
here.
the Witches of Westwick? The Witches of Eastwick.
Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah. You have a sister, right?
Yes.
Angela Cartwright, also an actress.
Yes.
Did you both start about the same time?
Yeah, actually, well, it's a funny story. A landlady sort of forced us to get into showbiz. We moved here from Bristol, England, and my mother didn't know anybody. And this lady says, well, you've got 2 cute kids. Why not put them in show business? And so my mother got the name of an agent, and we ended up going on interviews. And my sister got her first movie that she went on, which was Somebody Up There Likes Me with Pierre Angeli.
Right.
And then she went on to do the Danny Thomas Show. And I sort of did commercials talking about cereals. I did Kellogg's commercials, lots of them.
Do you have to actually sit and eat the cereal during the commercials?
Yes, you do. Finally, they give you a bucket. You know. You just can't eat anymore.
It takes a lot of takes, doesn't it? Because the food people are never happy. It has to look right, and you have to look like it's just
Oh, it's
wonderful
the best
stuff.
thing
Yeah.
you've ever eaten in your life.
So after a while, you just kind of set it, chew a little bit, and put it aside.
And then
Put it
spit
nicely.
it out.
What else did you do?
Well, then I went on to do, in Leave It to Beaver, I played Violet Rutherford, Lumpy's sister, and I gave Beav his first kiss.
You didn't. You gave
Oh,
Beaver.
yes.
Well, comes to a few people. Yeah.
And then I went on to do The Birds with Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And That was great. That was really fun.
Well, Hitchcock was a unique personality.
Yes, he
Must have been
certainly
fun to work
was.
with.
I used to give him tea every afternoon at 4:30.
Yeah?
Rather civilized, don't you think?
Quite.
Yes.
The British will break for anything. The time I have been in England, I did a couple of shows over there. Comes tea time,
You stop.
everything shuts down, no matter what is happening. It is rather civilized. And tea time, and they sit and they have their tea, right?
Well, I did a movie called Inserts over there, and every afternoon at 4 o'clock, this cart used to come around. And they had like little scones stuffed with things, and everybody just takes a break. It's great.
It is civilized. Tell me about the witches of, I've not seen the picture of Eastwick. It looks fascinating. Nicholson is such a hoot, I'm surprised he had time from the Lakers game to come do a movie.
It's a wonderful comedy.
Right.
It's thrilling. Well, you've already said it stars Jack and Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer, Susan Sarandon. They play witches, only they're not quite aware of the fact that they're witches in the beginning, but they sort of conjure up this person who they would like to come, and the devil comes to town. And that's in the form of Jack.
No better person to play that role.
Who could play that part?
I mean,
he's unbelievable. He's great. And my character, I play Felicia, and I have a premonition that he's evil. And so my whole route is trying to explain it to the town and let these women know that he's evil. Only they don't pay any attention to me until it progresses along, and he continually tries to destroy me, and finally he does, and then they realize.
Is this part of the scene that we're going to see here?
The scene that we're going to see tonight is, it's in the hospital with my husband, who's played by Richard Jenkins, who's just a wonderful actor. And I have now had the premonition that he is evil, and he's already had me fall down a flight of stairs. So this scene takes place in the hospital when I'm a little uptight and trying to get my husband to join forces with me.
Okay, watch the monitor.
You know, you sit there in that pathetic excuse of an office, reporting gossip. While under your very nose, evil is doing its worst. You have no spine, Clyde. Not 1 ounce of morality. Even common sense. Nuclear holocaust, murder, rape, apartheid. Why, these words, they mean nothing to you.
It's just a local newspaper, Felicia.
His local turpitude. You are a failure, Clyde. You know you should be strung up along with that son of a... who bought that house. Ah!
Ruby. I'm looking forward to seeing this. How does one play possessed? Possessed woman.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a hell of a lot of fun. You get to sort of go out there and be crazy. George Miller, who was the director of this, was a physician before he became a director. And he had suggested that I go meet with some Tourette syndrome patients. Tourette syndrome people have no inhibitions. It's a series of tics.
Right.
And so I met with this wonderful young man named Paul. And gosh, it's just fascinating. And it sort of gives you that freedom of not having sort of inhibitions. Because the more that I get possessed, I start to slowly lose control and start to speak, obscene language and do
you believe in
obscene
things like this personally? Do you believe in things like this personally?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You're kidding?
No, I think that we had a ghost in our house. I mean...
Now, this is typically English.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, the English are crazy for ghosts. They always go to England somewhere with 2 little ladies.
Oh, yes, we see it every night. It comes down.
Why is it that the English are always confronted with ghosts and poltergeists? More than we are in this country.
I don't know, but ever since we were kids, we were always convinced there was a poltergeist in the refrigerator. I mean, my father always said, well, if it smells, it's poltergeist.
Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts and things like that?
Do I believe in
Yeah, and the occult?
Yes, I think that there are, there's an energy. Where does our energy go? It has to go someplace. So I think that it sort of hangs around for a while.
Have you ever had, what do they call it, an out-of-body experience? I've had people who say like they're standing back observing themselves, but they see themselves like in bed or something, but they're observing it.
Well, I've had dreams where, flying things where you feel like your body's leaving.
Yeah.
And those times when you're lying in bed and you wake up and all of a sudden, you get that jolt. Isn't that when your body's coming back after you've been taken off someplace? Maybe not.
Very English.
Maybe
very.
not.
Yes, they come down at night into the house, just.
A lot of them in England. We're going to take a break, and we'll come right back. Well, folks, the old clock on the wall is no help tonight. Anyway, it's been nice having you with us. I hope the movie's a big hit for you.
Well, right now it's #1.
Seems to be all of a sudden. Jerry, where are you headed?
I'm headed to Salt Lake City.
Right.
Utah.
Okay.
I'll see you there.
Your folks ever come watch you?
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They don't leave Florida too much.
Yeah.
They like that heat. They never want to get away from that heat.
They just stay in Florida.
They love the heat.
Yeah.
And steam rooms.
And steam rooms.
Yeah.
Billy, you are headed for...
Well, we're going to finish doing our record.
Right.
New record for Capitol Records, and we're going up to Harrah's and Tahoe.
Ed, where are you headed?
I'm going home.
Going home? Freddie, where are you going?
Where are you going to go?
I'm with Ed.
Yeah, friends with that. Peter, you going anywhere tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go with...
All right. Jeff, how about you? Drew, you going anywhere? Kevin, what are you doing tonight?
I got a date.
Peter, how about you?
I'm going to Japan. I'm going to become the first American gardener.
Good night.
Next, rock and roll can be funny when comedians Gilbert Gottfried and Paul Reiser host Friday Night Videos. And tomorrow, Willie Nelson and Danny DeVito host an unforgettable Saturday Night Live. Don't miss it.